Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. Alright, let's check what we got for you right now. Hey, we got a Polish car in the eye. Alright. Now let me do an official presentation. This is a 143 scale FSO Polonez Atu. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Atu is for it's a sedan shape. But a lot of people are familiar with the FSO Polonez. It was a brand that it's been out. The FSO brand has been out since the 70s or 60s, even before then. But this model specifically, I think, was the most iconic of all. I think to myself, I know some of you may say, sorry, I moved the car a little bit because it was losing the center. But let me put a little bit more in the middle. There it goes. But a lot of you may say it was a 125. I may say between the 125 and the Polonez. I think you know what the reason I say Polonez, because the Polonez is a car that I remember seeing in my childhood in Latin America. I remember seeing this car. It was sold in Latin America. The 125, they were also sold, but they were sold as Fiats. So I was literally thinking all my life they were Fiats. But FSO Polonez came out as an FSO directly, which I like that. Now this specific model right here, the Atu, came in, I'm not familiar with it, so I'm going to try to look at it real quick when they actually pull out this model. But if I'm not mistaken, this is a 90s model, by the way, guys. It's the later years. You know, the Polonez came out in 1978. But then the Polonez came out also called the Polonez Caro by 1991. And then they came out with another one called the Polonez Caro Plus. So they had, different models out there. Now the Atu was, like I said, was the sedan version of it. It was a sedan version of it. I think it was not the most remembered of the Polonez because the sedan were only entered in the later years. Even though, guys, I do have a prototype. I do not like to own prototypes, but this one was actually, they built about 2 or 3 of them, which was the original model of the FSO Polonez in the sedan version, which I'll post in a future video. I find them real cute. I find them almost realistic to a way. I'm not sure why FSO never brought them earlier, on sale. They got their own reasons. Alright, guys. So, by the way, engine-wise on these cars were 1.4, 1.6, and a diesel 1.9, but that was for the pickup only because the FSO Polonez came as a hatchback, as a pickup, as a sedan in the later years, as a station wagon. They also came in the later years. So they had every option possible. Alright, guys. By the way, the way it looks in this diecast is the way they look in real life, exactly as it. Alright, guys, I'm going to let it go around a few times, like I said before, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, guys. I was reading a little bit more as I always try to get more information. Now, this model right here, the Atos, in some parts of the world, they were called differently. They were actually called Selena, FSO Selena in some export markets. So maybe you know them as a FSO Selena instead of FSO Atu, Polonez Atu. Let me know, were they ever sold in your country? Were FSO ever sold in your country? Have you ever drove one of these? Some people think they're cute, some people find them very rugged for what they are. Remember, this is an Eastern European car. They have to be a bit more, you know, easy to build and not so expensive, because you gotta look at the market they were selling back in the days. And then they actually were able to sell around the world. And I think FSO, the Polonez specifically, was a very attractive car. I think back in 1978, when they came out, they were very attractive. They were not so old looking. To me, they actually were very attractive. Maybe you disagree, but that's okay. It's good to agree and disagree. We're not robots. Alright, guys, don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. I always appreciate that. It shows me that you're enjoying these videos as much as I'm enjoying making them. Don't forget to click and subscribe. And the bell next to the subscribe button will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Alright, guys, so take care of yourselves more than ever. And goodbye.